It's a new day.
Now, from King 5, here's Margaret Larson.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Everybody looks great. Thanks so much. Good morning and welcome to the show. We have a very big day today. Look out, we're tackling a monumental problem facing women today. How in the heck do you walk in high heels without falling over or looking like a truck driver? We love our truck drivers, but we don't want to walk like them. We'll actually have a lesson in learning to walk like a lady in heels at any age from an expert. Also ahead, something you rarely hear about, single fathers and adoption. We're going to meet a wonderful guy who said he was still looking for the wife of his dreams, but didn't want to wait any longer to become a dad. So he set out to adopt a child despite all the obstacles in the system. It's a great Father's Day story, and we'll share it with you. And do you know if your kids are on Facebook or other social networking sites? You probably do, but it's getting harder to know exactly how to keep them from danger on those sites and trouble online in general. We've got an incredible new app that you can easily install. It's free. You can keep an eye on your kids online for their own safety. We'll tell you about that. And if you've got a tween or a teen daughter, or you're a vampire buff yourself, you're probably counting down the days until June 30th. You guys know what's happening, don't you? The next Twilight movie, Eclipse, comes out here on New Day. We want to see just how much our viewers love the Twilight saga, so we're having a look-alike contest in the studio on Thursday, June 24th. So email a picture of yourself dressed up as your favorite Twilight character to this address, New Day producers at king5.com. We'll pick the top contenders to battle it out right here in our studio, and we'll decide who the very best lookalikes are. So if you have time, please send us a picture and check out the show, or even come down and join us in the studio. It should be a lot of fun. And if you don't resemble the character, you're just a fan of the movies on Thursday, just tune in as well. Take a look and see what's happening. We'd like to have you any day in the studio or at home. Once again, school is out. We're more than halfway through our Schools Out Summer Food Drive, everybody, for Northwest Harvest. The donations came pouring in at Tacoma Mall yesterday. Way to go, T-Town. Volunteers collected 7,100 pounds of food and almost $5,000 in cash. Our three-day total now stands at 13,900 pounds of food and nearly $12,000 in cash. So thank you so much for helping us. We're trying to keep kids who are on a meal program during school from being hungry during this summer, so we appreciate it. Volunteers helping with the King 5 Food Drive will be collecting food and money donations today at Redmond Town Center until 3 p.m. and at South Center tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then we'll bring you the final total from our week-long food drive on Monday and get you totally up to date. So, first up this morning, no matter how painful or uncomfortable they sometimes are to wear, women love high heels. This is a real quote from my own mother. Beauty before comfort, my dear, she would say. I'm hoping she was being ironic, but I fear she was not. But as we all know, walking in heels is hard. It doesn't always look so pretty. So we've invited confidence coach Suzanne Fetting, who has a how-to DVD called High Heel Appeal, to come and give us her tips for walking in heels without wobbling or galumping. Please welcome Suzanne. Come on out. Hi there. How are you? You're so nice and tall. Now, normally I wouldn't even worry about it, but I thought for sure I'm going to fall over just walking over to you today. Let's go over here and take a look at these are the shoes that everybody is wearing today. Look at you, first of all. Do that again. Oh, my gosh. Walk back and forth. Look at her in these big heels, and she looks perfect. So that's her street cred right there. She can do it.
I can do it.
The kind of shoes everybody's wearing today, even though they've got the platforms, these are like
ultra high heels.
Yeah, these are humongous. Right. This just looks like a weapon to me more than a shoe.
Actually, the word stiletto actually does mean dagger.
Yes, of course. Yeah. And they're beautiful, but it's very tough to do. Tell me, though, first of all, because I'm curious, your business as a confidence coach covers obviously more than just walking in high heels. What is it you do exactly?
Well, my primary business is Absolute Confidence, where I teach women the importance of having self-respect and self-confidence and self-esteem. And High Heel Appeal is an extension of that business, where I teach women and men now actually how to purchase high heels and wear high heels with elegance and confidence.
That sounds great. Right. That sounds like a really good thing. So what is it about the shoe we choose? I know that, like, I'm wearing high heels today. They're not platform, not super high,
nice.
But these are so comfortable for me that I can walk really easily. So not everybody is right for every shoe, I presume.
Absolutely.
How do we choose?
The best thing to do is to start off with a lower, wider, chunkier heel. The lower it is, the chunkier it is, the better balance and greater support that you're going to have, and the more stable you'll feel in it. For example, like a shoe similar to this.
Yes.
Chunkier.
Let me show
wider.
that to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's not a stiletto, but we're looking at, you know, and that's a nice high heel and a pretty shoe.
Right.
But it's not sharp and pointy.
Right.
Okay.
Also, another really great shoe to start off with, too, is a wedge.
Love
so a wedge
those.
is anything where the entire sole of the shoe is on the base of. Yeah.
Do you guys like those? I love the wedges. I like those
a lot
too.
easier to walk in to start off with, and then kind of work your way up to a stiletto.
Those are pretty.
Wedge,
yeah, and then work your way up from those. Okay, so what advice would you give us in general about walking in heels? What should we, once we've chosen a good pair that we feel comfortable in,
that are not hurting your feet
that are
in
not
the
hurting
store.
your feet,
Yes,
you walked around in the store enough to know that you really aren't going to fall over. And this is so important. Do you ever do this? Do you stop at a crosswalk? You're like in your car, you're watching people walk across the street, and there's one woman who's kind of doing this because she can't, you know, she's like lurching because she can't really handle the, she can't handle the shoes. So,
or marching band.
Yes, exactly. So what are your tips for taking care of that?
Well, the number one tip is to plan out your high heel wearing. So, for example, on commutes like driving here, I do not wear my high heels. I carry my flats with me. When I'm on my way to a meeting or whatever, I carry my flats with me in my purse and kind of change into my shoes. The other really important tip is there's a little formula put together called the 3 S's.
Okay. So, well, before you get to the 3 S's,
okay,
let's try those off on our models, okay? Because that way we can really understand.